Thanks for visiting my channel and joining me today. My name is McFarlane. I am a Cape Town local and founder of McFarlane Properties, Keller Williams Elite. The City of Cape Town at the moment, they are updating their municipal valuations for all the residential properties in Cape Town. What does this mean for you and why should you care? Well, that's what I'm going to run through with you today. In this video, we're really going to look at how the City of Cape Town updates their municipal valuations, how often they do it, what is the reason they do this, and if you find that the municipal valuation that they propose to you is not quite right, how can you go about objecting to that? In fact, at the end of the video, I'll run through a little walkthrough on how to check your municipal valuation on the city's systems and how to object to that valuation as well, so that you've got all the tools available to do that. There is some information that you do need when you are doing that, so if you need support through that process, I'm totally happy to help. You can hit me up on the link down below to send me a WhatsApp, or my phone number is there as well. Give me a call or send me an email as well. Before we get into it though, I just wanted to say if you like the video, it would really help if you hit the like button below, and if you want to be kept updated on happenings in Cape Town or buying and selling property in and around South Africa, then hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications, and I'll let you know whenever a new video is released. Big thank you for doing that. Let's get into it. Okay, so the City of Cape Town, they update their municipal valuations for the properties in Cape Town every 3 years. Now they do this because the rates that they charge on a monthly basis, similar to property taxes, those are based on the municipal valuation. If they don't update the municipal valuation, then what you'll find is over time, the value that the city holds gets very disconnected from the market because over time property prices tend to rise, and the end result is that the City of Cape Town would be charging you way less than they should be for the property rates. So it's important for them to update those rates every so often, and as I said, they do this every 3 years. Now the way in which they go about updating the values is pretty much what's called a comparative analysis. So they will look at your property and they'll say, okay, this is what your property looks like, this is the size, this is how it's made up, and they'll then go and try and identify other properties that are similar to yours that have recently sold in the surrounding area. Now it is a desktop valuation, so the city doesn't have people that go out to your house and walk around and check what condition your house is, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, all that sort of thing. They are making some assumptions around how your house compares to those other houses, and they are then calculating the value based on that. In some cases, those assumptions are quite accurate and the end value is fairly accurate. In other cases, those assumptions can be a bit off. Maybe your building size is a little bit smaller, or maybe you've only got 2 bedrooms and some of the other properties have 3 bedrooms, in which case the value that they assign to your property might be a little bit too high given what your property offers. So it is important to check the municipal valuation, make sure that you're happy with it, have a look at what properties in the area like yours are actually selling for, and if you find that the value the municipality is given is a little bit too high, the effect will be that when you get your monthly rates account, you'll find that that rates amount is a little bit too high as well. You have a period of about 2 months to object to the valuation that the municipality provides to you. That runs through to the end of April 2023 this year. So do have a look at it, do object, and do object early. Don't leave it to the last, don't rush. There is some additional information that you do need to provide, things like recent sales of properties that are similar to yours. And I, as a real estate agent, I'm happy to help you with that process and provide you with the information that you need. All you need to do is reach out to me. The link down below will give you my WhatsApp details, or you can give me a phone call or send me an email as described in the description as well. Okay, so what I'd like to do from here is have a look at how you actually check what your municipal valuation is, how that impacts your rates, so get a rates estimate, and then if it looks a bit wrong, if it looks a bit high, how do you actually go about objecting to that? And I'm actually going to take you through this on my laptop. I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see exactly how to do this step by step. Let's go! Okay, so we're first of all just going to have a quick look at how you'll become aware that the values for your properties have been updated. So one of the ways is that you would have received an email very similar to this one. It would have come from an email address at capetown.gov.za, and the subject would have been 2022 General Valuation Roll.
So scrolling through the email, you'll see that there's a fair bit of information in here. The important bits of info to find the general valuation online as well is this number here. That's a unique number that's related to your property. You've also got the earth number as well. And then as you scroll down, you've got address details and land extent and what the actual market value of the property is as per the city's latest assessment. And then it gives you information on how to object and what you need to do through that process as well. Now, you also might have received a letter in the mail that would have looked very, very similar to this one. So if you received that letter, you'll have the same information there. The other thing you can do is check on the General Valuation Roll website. So I'm going to go over there quickly and show you how that works. Alright, so in order to get to the General Valuation Roll website, what you want to do is just pop into your web browser, go to Google, and in Google type in Cape Town GV 2022. So it's Cape Town GV 2022. Hit enter to do the search, and then the first search result on the search page will be General Valuation Roll City of Cape Town. I've clicked this link before, that's why it's purple, but you can click that if you're clicking it for the first time. And it takes you to a page on the City of Cape Town's website that actually shows you some information about the General Valuation Roll. So it gives you some context. If you scroll down under the heading GV 2022 Valuation Roll, there's this little blue writing here, GV 2022 Valuation Roll. You can click there. That'll take you to the actual valuation roll. Or you can go down to useful links and click View GV 2022 over here, GV standing for General Valuation. So if we click that, it takes us to a new tab and a new page. And you can now search for your specific property, which will then show you what the city has valued your property at. What's nice about the web page is you can also have a look at the estimated rates that you'll then pay based on the municipal valuation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you how to search for your property using the information that you've got either in your letter or in your rates invoice, and you can then have a look at the estimated rates that you'll pay going forward. Okay, so there's 4 ways that you can find your property to check what the value is or what the estimated rates are. That's using the property reference. Now, I mentioned that when we looked at the email or letter that you would have received. It's that number that starts with CCT. The next is the earth number, the next is the sectional title details, and the last is the site address, so typically your street address. So we're going to have a look at the property reference first. So I'm going to quickly pop back to that email, show you where to find the property reference, and then how to do a search using that property reference. Okay, here we are back at the valuation email that we received, and it'll be exactly the same for the letter if you receive that letter in the post. So we've got the CCT number close to the top of the page. You can literally highlight that and copy it if you're on your PC or laptop or mobile phone, or you can just type it into the General Valuation Roll website. So let's pop back to the General Valuation Roll website and see how we do this. Okay, so all we do is go to this little section over here that says reference. We paste the reference that we took out of the email into that section and hit search. And then once we're on this page, we can scroll down and we can see the detail that we're looking for. Now on this page, just so that you know what you're looking at here, there's a little bit of information. If you click on the property reference number, it'll then take you to a new page which gives you details about the property itself. And then on the left hand side of the property details, there's some additional information that you can look at as well. So you can view the sales that they used to put this valuation together. You can look at the rates estimation. You can download a dispute form, which is going to be important if you think that the value is too high and you're paying too much for your rates. You can get the notice information, so the notice information being the email or letter that was sent out. You can view any objections for this specific property, and you can also submit your dispute online. So if you're disputing, you don't agree with the valuation, then you do need to go back to the city and let them know that you don't agree and you need to motivate for that valuation to come down. Alright, so let's have a look at the rates estimation quickly, and then I'll go back and I'll show you how to search using the earth number, how to search using the sectional title, and how to search using the address. So if we click on this button that says rates estimation, then takes you to this page, gives you a little bit of some info around rates and how those are calculated. And then if you scroll down to the very bottom, it gives you an estimation of the rates that you will pay right at the bottom over there. And that's based on the current city budget. Just a reminder that the budgets do change every year. And so while that is based on the current budget, next year that might look different, and the year after that might look different again. Although the rates, the valuation, that would now be set in stone for the next 3 years unless you object and that number changes. All right. Let's have a look at how to search via the IRF number. We'll pop back to the original page again. So to search using the IRF number, if you have a look on the left-hand side over here, you'll see the various search criteria. Click on IRF number, and the search bar will change to a search bar through the IRF number. Now you can find your IRF number either through the municipal invoice that you get every month, or through the valuation letter that you either receive via email or through the post. We'll go have a look at both quickly so that you know where to find them. So here we've got the valuation email, and again it's the same as the letter you would have received. So if you scroll down, we've got that property reference number, and then just under it we've got the IRF number over here. In this case, it's a 6-digit number. Yours can look a little bit different. Some of them are 4 digits, some of them might be a little bit longer. So you'll find your IRF number over there. You can copy it or just type it in. Let's have a quick look at your municipal rates invoice, where you can also find your IRF number, and then we'll go and do a search. All right, so here's the municipal rates invoice. If you look at this first little gray section over here, you can find the IRF number over there. It's the last few digits that come through, and again that can look different depending on what your property is. So you can copy it, or you can just type it straight into that search bar. Let's have a look at how that's done. So here we are at the general valuation roll page again. So we're going to quickly search by the IRF number. We're just going to pop that in here and hit the search button, and this will take us to the same page that we were at before. So for a sectional title scheme or apartment block, the whole complex is built on one IRF. So when you do the search with the IRF number, you'll get a list of all the units that are built on top of that IRF. So you'll just need to run through that list and find the unit that belongs to you so that you can check what value has been allocated to you. Right, we're going to go ahead and have a look at how to search by sectional title. All right, so to search by sectional title, again, just go to the left and hit sectional title. And in this case, I'm just going to randomly select a complex in Claremont called the Claremont. And I'm not going to select a unit number here. I want to show you what that list looks like when you do a search in this way. So here we go. If you do know your unit number, by the way, you can add your unit number there. And just a reminder, that is not your door number necessarily. It is the actual section number, so it's the number that's registered on the title deed, and again that number you can find on the letter or on your municipal invoice. Sometimes the door number and section number is the same, sometimes they do differ somewhat. So when you do a search just by an apartment block or by an IRF, and you are looking at a sectional title type scheme, you generally do come up with a list like this, and you need to select the one that's appropriate for you. In this case, if you look under registered or other description of the property, you can see the sectional title scheme number, and then there is a hyphen and a number afterwards. You can see the hyphen and the number all the way down, and that is your section number. Again, might be the door number, might not be the door number, but just make sure that you are selecting the correct section number to make sure that you are checking the correct valuation. Now, if you click on the property reference number, again, you'll get that information that we looked at before. If you click on the actual value itself, it'll take you to the actual rates estimation as well. So that's just a quicker way to get to the rates estimation. Okay, let's go back and have a look at how to search by address. All right, so to search by address, we'll just pop over to the left again and select site address. And you just need to pop in the street number. I'm just going to do a random address. So we'll do street number 244, and we'll do street name Main. Now this, where you do the street name, you don't add road or street or close or any of those extra details. You just literally do the street name, and then you hit the search button. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so you scroll down. Okay, so in this case, we've got a number of 244 main streets or roads or whatever the case may be in Wynberg, in Strand, and in Muizenberg. And again, you would just make sure you're selecting the one that's appropriate for you. And you can either click on the property reference to go and look at all the info that provides, or you can click on the market value to see the rates estimation as well. So that's how you search for your property. That's how you know that the value has been updated, and that's how you check what the value is. So next we're going to have a look at how to actually object to the value if you feel that it is a bit high, and if you need a little bit of support, a little bit of help to object and motivate for a lower price, then as mentioned before, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. My contact details are below in the description. You can either send me a WhatsApp by hitting the link, or drop me an email, or give me a phone call. All right, let's take a look. Now remember, it is important to object if you feel it is high, because your rates over the next 3 years are going to be based on this value. So if it is high, you are going to be paying more than you should for your property rates. Now the easiest way to get started is to go to this page. So if you remember, you do a search for your property, you hit the reference number, and you come to this page, and then you hit dispute forms. When you click on that button, it'll give you an option to get the forms in English or Afrikaans, and then you'll be able to download the forms. Now it's important if you're going to be using the forms in this way, that you do it through this website, because that'll already fill in a lot of the details that you'll need. It'll fill in your address details and other details that the city holds for you as well. So let's have a quick look at those forms, what they look like. All right, so I've downloaded these forms already. Take a note of the notes for completing this form. You've got an email address where you can send your objection to, and then as I mentioned, a lot of the detail is already filled in here. You just need to go through it and fill in all the information that you can for this particular property that you're objecting to, and it's got a lot of detail that you do need to fill in, and one of the important bits is actually adding some comparable properties as well that have recently sold. So that's part of the motivation process, and it's always worthwhile adding an additional motivation letter that goes into a little bit of detail around why you feel the municipal value is too high, and how you feel those properties that you have added in are a better reflection of or a better comparison for your particular property. And again, that's something that I'm happy to help with.
And that's it. That's how you check what your municipal valuation is, what your estimated rates will be based on that valuation, and how to object if you feel the valuation is too high. As I said before, it is really important to object if you feel the valuation is too high, because that does impact the rates that you will be paying over the next 3 years. The objection process is fairly straightforward. The crucial thing is to have those comparable properties that have recently sold in the area, and really good motivation for why you do think the price is a little bit too high. If you need help with any of that, I've got a lot of experience with that sort of thing, so I'm happy to give some guidance and give some help. You can reach out to me by hitting the link below and send me a WhatsApp, or you can give me a phone call. My number is below, or send me an email. My email is also below. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you found the video useful, I would love a like. Hit the like button, and you can also hit the subscribe and the bell for notifications for when I do pop a new video onto the channel. Thanks so much. I hope you have an awesome day. Cheers. Bye.